Okay, Charles, your box is here, so I'm going to get you opened up and have a look at what you sent. Alright, let's see. Got a crystal bag. All sorts of goodies in here. Okay, I think that's everything. Well, we know what you sent. Alright, so we got a 6005. Have a quick look. Oh, very cool. Oh, wow. Holy moly. What a beauty. Okay, and so 3-2. Very cool. Ah, wow. SpeedTimer. Whoa. Now we're talking. Wow. What a couple of lovely pieces. Okay, we got two other little bags here. I'm not sure if these are bracelets or parts. Yeah, they are bracelets. Okay, cool. I'll put those aside. That's a straight H-link. I'm pretty sure that's for your 6105. And I'm sorry, your 6005. Yeah, okay, and that's the Sports 5. Very interesting, cool bracelet on the early watches. All right, so very cool. Choices here. Let's do a little flip over. Okay, so this is a 71, late 71, and this is a mid 72. Wow, what a pretty watch. What a pretty watch. All right, so I have another bag here. Ah, that's a ring. I'm not sure why this. We'll have to talk about this little ring, this little friction ring here. Okay. Not sure where that goes. Okay. All right. Well, what do we hit first? Let's see. Let's do the SpeedTimer. Okay. So, really pretty, very clean, just so clean. Charles, where are you finding these gems? Holy mackerel. Are we? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Must have just gotten bumped around. So these are really quite rare. Look at that lovely crown. Oh, so good. These SpeedTimers are just so neat. So neat. You got a little bit of loss here on your turning ring. You can bind that down a little bit if you really want to. I'll be very careful when I take this off to ensure that we don't lose any more of this paint from 45 to 40. Excuse me. So everything seems to be working just fine. Kanji English wheel. Very cool. Let's take a look inside. So cosmetically, you know, I don't see anything that's really standing out. I love this dimpled crown. That is so cool. Yeah, big bump here on your pusher, but that's okay. Overall, it's really sharp. never polished. Just a stunning, stunning watch. Really pretty. Lume is perfect. Hands look great. Got a little bit of coloration fade difference between the sweep and the counter, but you know, who cares? And it's just so pretty. That orange really is such a nice contrast against the Coke bezel. I love it. Really cool. Okay, so let's have a quick look. See if we can get the case back off easily. If not, we'll go a little deeper here. Okay, so it's not going to come off simply. So I am going to take this off and be right back. Okay, so we got the case back loosened up and incurred no damage, which is good. All right, so super clean movement. Looks very nice. Let's look around just a little bit here. Okay, so very clean, very clean. Just so nice to see a watch like this. I got a little bit of rash here where the winding weight has sort of rubbed slightly against this bridge, but it's not bad. Always have seen worse. Yeah, you can see it on this side too. There's not much to do about that. I don't want to replace your winding ball bearing framework, so we'll just go with lubrication and hope for the best, of course. Alright, so let's go ahead and power up the mainspring. You can see the winding weight twitch a little bit when we do that. There's a sort of tension in the gears that are the reduction between the winding and the actual barrel. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it on the time grapher. Doesn't look like there's been any service, at least marked in the back of the watch, so I don't see any marks. Oh no, I see one. I see one mark. It's very faint, but there is something scratched in the back here. Okay, not anything to really consider, but it has been serviced at some point in its life. Not sure when. It's got a fairly good case back seal. You know, that looks pretty pliable, fairly compliant, so that's good. Let me check under the cap jewel and see if there's any lubrication existing in the watch. Looks like a tiny droplet. A tiny droplet. Okay, so let's get this seal back in. Case back on. Yeah, you may have sent me a serviced watch. We'll see. We shall see. It's always good to check. Okay, good deal. Let's get on the time grapher. We'll be right back. Well, okay, Charles. So I think we've run into a situation where beauty belies what runs deeper. We're not getting much of a signal. The watch is running, but unfortunately, the signal is super hard to pick up in the time grapher. And I think, you know, what that means is it's pretty weak. I fully wound the mainspring, and it can't even pick up the right beats per second. It's not really registering as healthy. Even in different positions, if I change where where I'm making contact with the microphone here, it doesn't really want to cooperate. So you're definitely due for a service on this one. This one's not a healthy watch. I mean, it's beautiful, but the movement itself is pretty unhealthy. Okay, we'll come back. Okay, so this one's definitely due. It needs a good service, and it will be as perfect on the inside as it is on the outside. I think it's going to look great and going to run great when we're done. So let's go ahead and move on to the 6139 6005. Okay, we're back. All right, so the classic, the Pogue. This is a resist text, 17 joule, so it is although not from the month and day of month and year of the Pogue. I think it is the year. It's a 71. Not sure. It definitely has all the hallmarks, so it's as true of a Pogue as we can get, essentially. And it's beautiful. It's just lovely. It's not running currently, so condition-wise, the same as your SpeedTimer. It is very clean. You've got just your normal wear and tear on the tachymeter insert. Very good brushing, just little divots here and there along the case. A couple little marks and things on the case back, but that's kind of par for the course. Good original crown, good pushers. Everything to me looks very, very nice. Yeah, it's a lovely watch. So let's get the case back off. I'm not sure about your day-date set here, so it looks like your day disc has slipped. Now I can put this back. That shouldn't be a problem. What I do want to look at is reset. Yeah, so reset is great. That looks really nice. This has slipped, so we're going to have to restake that. Reattach that. That's not a problem. Okay, so let's check out. This one's got, this is a Vintage Time Australia. So this was Adrian in 2019. Okay, so I know that Adrian's worked on this watch. That's good. So what, we're 3 years into a service? Okay, that's fine. It's nice to see. Let's see if there's still lubrication under the cap jewel after 3 years. Give us a good sense of how well these watches do over time. Yes, there is. Okay. Now, I suspect that Adrian probably was selling his jewels in 2019, so I'm guessing this was jeweled by him, at least the mainspring arbor ports. Okay, so we're fully up to speed. It looks vigorous. The hairspring is doing its thing. The balance is moving. Still have compliance in there. Okay. Yeah, you got a good one, I think. All right, let's look at it on the time grapher. Let's see how it's doing. Grab it. Okay, Charles. Well, I think this is a testament to the quality of Adrian's work, which we've never ever questioned. He's a great Seiko watchsmith. It needs a little adjustment, but otherwise it's running great. It's a couple seconds per day out of spec. But amplitude-wise, speed error-wise, man, it's just solid as a rock. Yes, you definitely need your day disc restaked, and that's easy to do. It will be a little bit of time to, because we got to take the whole dial and hands and everything. All of the components have to come off, and that's a bit of work simply because you have to realign everything and make sure it's right. And that's okay. That's a couple hours of fiddling and then making sure everything's right. So we'll do that, and yeah, we'll get you settled up on this one. I think it's just in stunning running condition. It's a great watch. So we're going to move forward, and I'll be right back. We'll come back to the bench. Okay, Charles. Well, we're back. Yeah, just to recap, you sent your bracelets, and I'm happy to put them through the sonicator and just make sure they're nice and clean for the way home. I don't know if you want me to reattach them, so you can let me know. It's a little easier to send them, as you know, in this state, and either way works for you. I'd like you to tell me what this is for. It looks like something that might be in a smaller, maybe the 2205 dive watches or something. I know we worked on one together before, but you got a great set. We're going to get started on this. This shouldn't be too bad to take care of. I also want to know what you'd like me to do with the crystal on this one. It's in really good shape. It may be original, I don't know. It possibly could be. It has some scratches. It may actually be, it feels like plastic. I don't know if these had a, it definitely isn't, well, it's plastic. So we'll investigate a little deeper. I'm not 100% certain these were supposed to have plastic on the crystal, but regardless, if it is, we'll polish it and it'll be done. If you want it to be the hardlex, we can certainly put one on. All right, well, thank you very much, Charles. I'll be in touch and we'll move forward. All right, thanks for watching.